Hey everyone, Mike here with another GIS tutorial. Today, I want to demonstrate how you can use Model Builder in ArcGIS Pro to streamline your workflows. For today's project, I'll be working with a polygon dataset and a line dataset. And what I want to accomplish is I want to clip the line data to each individual polygon in the polygon dataset. So I'll be working with a polygon dataset representing the prefectural boundaries of Greece, and then I'll be working with a line dataset representing the road network of Greece. I could do this process manually by selecting each individual polygon and running the clip geoprocessing tool, but Model Builder has a way to iterate and do that for me. So the first thing I'll do is open up Model Builder. To do so, I'll find the analysis menu option, and then I'll find Model Builder in the geoprocessing pane and left click, and it'll open up a model. So some of the things I'll be doing have multiple ways to do them. I'll go ahead and just do it one way, and I'll let you feel free to take what you see here and then experiment with the different ways that you can do it. So first, I will drag and drop the data into the Model Builder from the Contents window. And I'll expand this bubble so I can read that better. And then I also want to bring a clip geoprocessing tool into the model. So I'll find the tools box here, and then I'll search for clip and drag that in. Now, this is essentially everything that we're doing, but I need to add a few more things to fully iterate through the rows in the boundary dataset. So to do that, I can add an iterator. So I'll expand this iterators, and I will use the iterate row selection option. And move some of this stuff. I'll double click this iterate row selection hexagon, and in the input table, I'll select Greek prefecture boundaries, and for the field, I want to iterate through the FID, and I'll hit OK. And what I can do now is hover over this green output bubble, left click, and drag and drop over the clip geoprocessing tool and let go. And then I will select that to be the clip features. And then I can do the same thing for the roads, drag and drop, and make those the input features. And this will successfully iterate through the FID column and produce the output we're looking for. But there's an additional thing that I would like to include on this. I want our output file to have a name that's recognizable, that represents the feature that we're producing. And to do that, I want to name the output file the name of the Greek prefecture. So let me open up the attribute table, and I'll be using this name English column to name our output file based on the value in that column. So let me close the attribute table. In order to accomplish that, I will use a utility, and it will be the get field value. I'll double click the get field value, and I want the FID to be the input table. And then here in this field option, I can select which field I want to reference. I want to reference the name English field, so I'll hit OK. And then I'll go ahead and rename this green value bubble So I'll right click and then hit rename. And I'll name that name English so that we know what it represents. And this will be important in just a moment. So let me drag some of this stuff over. And one other thing I want to do is connect this name English bubble to the clip bubble. And I want that to be a precondition. Now this is important. What the precondition will do will make sure that this name English column gets referenced before the clip geoprocessing tool happens. Now I'm going to double click the clip geoprocessing tool, and I'm going to adjust my output location. So I'll just find a folder, open that, and then let's just use test for now as a placeholder. So that's where my outputs will be placed. But the last thing that I want to do is use what's called invariable substitution in this output path. And this is where our name English bubble is important. To use inline variable substitution, you write 2% signs, and in the middle, you'll write the parameter that you want to reference. And then I'm going to add underscore roads.shape. Now what this will do, every time that the model runs and iterates through one of the polygon features, it'll write the name in English underscore roads.shape. And we'll be able to see that when our outputs are created. So this is all good to go. I'll go ahead and hit OK to save that. And our model is ready to run. But before I run it, I want to use this validate option to make sure it's all good to go. If it wasn't, Model Builder would give us a notification. And then I'll save this model, and I'll go ahead and run it. Now, this is going to take a few minutes to run since there's a little bit of data to work with. So I'll let it run and cut forward to after it's finished. Okay, so our model ran. It took about 6 minutes to finish. Let me go ahead and close that window, and let me refresh this outputs folder. And you'll see now we have a bunch of layers with the value in that name English column. So let me jump over to the map and let me select most of these layers and drag and drop them into the map. We can see what we did here. Let me go ahead and turn off this original Greek roads layer. And we're missing a few data sets because my face is in the way. But now we have our road networks representing each individual Greek prefecture. So this is it for this video. I'm going to make another video to add something else to this model. Now, if you work with files frequently, you probably know that having periods and spaces in file names is bad for any long-term data management strategy. So we have a way to fix that in Model Builder. So I'm going to make a follow-on video where I show which step in this model that we can change that so that we have an output that is a little bit better for a long-term effort. Hope you appreciated the video. Model Builder in ArcGIS Pro is a really cool tool, and I will see you in the next video. Appreciate it.